Yo, I did it. It took like forever to fucking get it, but I finally did it. So I'm still kind of new to this. The chat is open, son. The chat's open. All right. Go ahead and let other people come in. Word. Let some people come in. Uh. Got to do that. Cool. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Waiting. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. You. Ew. That's an ugly ass teeth, man. Yeah, it's a hat day today too. My hair looking wild, boy. I don't know why. I get a haircut. My hair grows back so fucking fast, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh. Hey man, what's up? Big Resistor, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Chilling, man. You know, same old, same old. Out here watching the fuckery that's going on in the world. You know, Slippy Joe, and his administration. Dude, I was watching this fucking like the China Alaska shit, bro. Finally, like I finally sat down and watched it. Because in my head, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be a shit show. Like America's just gonna sit here and be like, oh, Uyghur this, Uyghur that, IP theft, blah blah blah. China kind of dropped the hammer on them, bro. Like kind of with the whole like, oh, you know, Black Lives Matter for another. You got like literally, if they wanted to, they could flip the whole script and just talk about like America's like fucking penal colony and shit. And it's a rat. They gonna look like dumb. Like shit was wild. But yeah, man, you gotta keep hope though, bro. And you gotta find something. You honestly gotta find something outside of it, man. You gotta like, I don't know whether that's a girl, you feel me, or you know whatever you're into. Uh, a hobby. Try painting, like some Bob Ross shit. I want to paint this lovely, beautiful picture. I want to put a smile. Yeah, you know, painting. I know for me, I do music too. You know, I do music and everything, so that's kind of my outlet outside of this political spectrum realm and everything. Yeah, China does see that, but see, that's interesting too because so I was watching this and I was watching this one video where look, I'm not trying to turn into like a China thumper, you know, I'm sure China has its fair share of like, you know, bullshit and fuckery they have going on. But a video I watched actually was talking about how I think they said Japan actually holds more of our debt than China does. It was like fascinating to see. Hold up, I'm gonna find it. Let me find it first. Hang on one second. I'm trying to find this joint. Better if I said. Hang on one second. Yep, Japan. I found that interesting because I used to think that too. Never just had a guy on every watch. Danny High Five. Ah, I missed it. Yeah, I missed this live stream, so I need to like I don't know. It's been hard for me to like keep up with everything, so I definitely need to be setting more alerts so I could be um hopping on stories like right then and there. But I want to have Danny Haifong on this show, dog, because like China is a topic that I've been very fascinated with lately. Because obviously, with all the bullshit that goes on around it and everything, like all of the propaganda you see, it's something that I like definitely want to do. But oh, and I'm gonna pause for one second. I'm gonna do my outro because I just remember I never pressed record, so we're gonna hit it start now. Guys, welcome to American Autopsy. Welcome to the first ever live stream we're doing. I think I got it correct. I hope I sound good. You know, I hope I well, you know, I don't really look good. I'm not the prettiest guy out there, but hey, I do my best. Yeah. So this is the first ever live stream I'm doing. You know, on YouTube. Eventually, I'm going to be trying to. Exactly, yeah, make resistor. Yeah, there's so much shit out there, dog. But But yeah, so welcome to the live stream. I'm just talking, answering a couple of Mick Resistors questions right now, man. It's one of my favorite fans too, by the way, man. I love Mick Resistor, dog. I love you, bro. You be showing love all the time. I appreciate it. But yeah, there is so much progressive content out there, dog. It's like, but I honestly try to not to watch it too much because I want to have my like own opinions on it because it's like whether you realize it or not, like we mimic shit we hear, whether we realize we hear it or not. So that's why I like to read the articles. So like if I tune in to Jimmy's show because that was the show I watched faithfully. I still kind of watch it faithfully, not really, but if I tune in to Jimmy's show, um, I'm literally gonna like see what article he puts up and go and read it, or I'll just Google whatever topic he's talking about myself and try to read through it, so I can give you guys my thoughts, not Bendu's thoughts via Jimmy Dore. You feel me? So. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. But yeah, so that's why I like, and honestly, just like lately, I've had a lot going on in my life. So I've definitely, like you guys probably noticed, I've been like sporadically posting and everything. I'm trying to get the scheduling down and everything. But like, I don't know, man. Politics is definitely depressing. It gets you down sometimes. Like, it can be like uplifting and not necessarily fun, but like hopeful in some cases. And then, sometimes it just, right, okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started. And I'm only going to go for about maybe 45 minutes to an hour, so I'm not going to be on here long because I do have other things to do today, but I definitely wanted to do this live stream. Yeah, this is the Mick Resistor. I Googled this. This is from Investopedia, and it said 5 countries that own the most U.S. debt, and Japan was number one, which was insane to me. Now China's not that far behind, but because I was always under the belief that China like was the foreign country that held the most of our debt. So that was crazy to see. So like what I'm going to be doing on this live stream is just chilling. Honestly, like I'm going to be reading through articles, which basically what I do like regularly, but just more chill, I guess, and like live. And I'm gonna react to a couple of videos. So actually, the video might be longer because there was this dope Gray Zone video that Fax Blumenthal put out. I refuse to call him Max anymore. He's going full Fax Blumenthal now, so I'm going to refer to him as such. I think he would. I think he would like that. But well, go ahead and go through this. Just a couple articles. There was like a Rising video that I wanted to like react to. I guess I'm doing a reaction. I guess, and I wanted to go through react to this Max Blumenthal video. And honestly, just scroll through Twitter, see what's going on in the world. So, but we'll get to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this article. This is from popularresistance.org. And honestly, guys, hang on, because I want to shout this website out. I don't know who this is. I think Ron Placone has something to do with it because I'll be seeing all his videos on here a lot. Maybe I might be tripping. This resource is dope. It's called Indie Left News. Like this resource is extremely dope. Yeah, Facts Blumenthal. But yeah, hang on one second. Let me go to. Where's it at? All right, hold on. I'm sorry about that, guys. Thanks, man. I'm bad. Sorry about that, guys. I said it's gonna be more chill, so you're gonna see me on my phone. And I forgot what fan it was, but I still haven't changed the battery in my the thing. You know what I'm talking about. The thing. I'm Joe Biden, and I slipped up the steps. Crap my pants. Guys, I was actually out in DC. I like literally I forgot what I was just about to do. Dog, I was out in DC. I saw this nigga Sleepy Joe out there, bro. Yo, I literally I went out there. This nigga came out to like the Vietnam Memorial and shit. Cause me and my homie was doing photography and shit. Can you post a link in the chat when you get it? Yeah, sure. Let me do that right now, bro. See, I don't know. I'm still new at this. Should I post the YouTube link or the fucking Streamlabs link? I don't know. I'm about to hang on. I'm about to just fucking post the YouTube link for real, for real. Hang on one sec. Yeah. I'm about to post this, John. seeing that video to maintain. 2,500. Hold up 1 second. Gotta fix a couple things. You know the thing. Hold up. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm about to just give you the Streamlabs link. I think it'll take you to Jonesky. Give me 1 second. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Right, there goes the link in there now. Got it, bro. Oh, good looks. Thanks for tweeting out the YouTube link, man. I appreciate it. I'm like I said, I'm still learning. I'm gonna have to watch a couple more videos. Honestly, I gotta stop being fucking lazy and get on my shit. But, oh yeah, I was out in DC, and me and my homie were doing photography and shit, because I do photography as well. Like, kind of, not seriously, like, or anything like that, but just fucking around. I actually just started, so, but we were at the Lincoln Memorial just sitting, chilling, literally shitting on Joe Biden. We were literally talking about Joe Biden and shitting on him. Then this whole crowd walks over and shit, and they like, everybody starts falling and groveling on their knees, like, oh my God, our Lord and Savior, Joe Biden. It was like, I don't know if you guys have watched The Last Airbender, but when Aang goes to Kyoshi Island, and the dude like starts foaming at the mouth because he's hyped the Avatar's there. That's kind of what I'm not even going to fraud. It was this older black guy. So I went to DC like about a month ago with my mom, because my mom lives in the area. And I went with her. And last time, and there was this guy, he has like a little shack, like right outside of the Lincoln Memorial, like right off the steps and shit. And he started talking to me and everything. He said, young man, come over here real quick. Older black guy, come here. He said, you like the coins, this and that? He had like the Vietnam coins, like just different coins and everything. I was like, yeah, they're all cool. I was looking at him. He said, hey, I got a special one. And he kind of winked at me. And then he opened the box. This motherfucker had a fucking Obama coin, bro. He said, yeah, man, as long as JB's sitting in that big chair, you know, Obama legacy gonna stay. He started going, I was like, yeah. My mom's sitting there laughing because she know how I feel about Obama. She just sitting there laughing. Well, he was out there again. That's the funny part. So he was out there again. When Joe Biden showed up, literally this motherfucker walks away from the crowd back to the shack like, oh, JB here, like just straight up dick riding him, bro. And everybody else is just dick riding. But so I walk up. Now, note, we were riding the bikes around DC. Me and my homie were and like stopping and doing photography and shit. So I think my mask fell out my pocket when I was riding my bike. So when I walked over, like everybody was wearing a fucking mask. I wasn't trying to get like, mask shamed. No mask shame. I didn't want to get called a fucking Nazi or a Trump supporter or anything. So like, I kind of chilled back, and plus the guard was there, so I ain't want no smoke. You feel me? I ain't trying to be no fucking Black Lives Matter symbol and shit. But he got shot trying to see Biden. I don't even like that nigga. So yeah, I walk over, and my homie, he walked up to go get a picture, and he got a decent picture. He's supposed to send it to me so I could post it and whatever. But so me being me, I had to talk shit. So like literally I just screamed out, I said, hey yo, Joe, where my 2K at? Bruh, me and the guard made eye contact. I thought he was about to say some shit. This nigga looked at me and just started dying, bro. I could see the smile under his mask and shit. I was like, shit, I ain't even get my 1400 yet. Everybody in the crowd was looking at me. They were mad as shit because they're all Biden thumpers and shit like that. Dog, that shit was so hilarious. Yo, my homie's a little bitch. She was like, I wanted to talk about the kids in cages. I was like, you should have said that shit, bro, because I wasn't thinking about it at the time. I was literally just talking to him because I was mad about not getting my fucking stimulus check yet, man. Fuck that nigga. I still didn't get my stimulus check, bro. But we gonna be rocking out. It's whatever. We gonna make it somehow. We gonna make it. I might do a fucking karaoke show one day for y'all. Or I might show y'all my rap skills one day. One day. That day's not today. But let's go ahead. Hold up 1 second, because YouTube was telling me. I can't do it. So, guys, in the chat, let me know if the quality is okay, because it's telling me on YouTube that the streaming quality is poor. Let me hop in here. Let me figure this out, because I want to make sure everything Strizzy you heard. All right. Coming in clear. All right, thanks. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thanks, Bill. Let me go ahead and. Hold on, I got another text message. Okay, good. I'm glad you connected, bro. Let me go ahead and get started then, I guess. It is. He sounds like he's getting some, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, all right, I'm gonna watch more videos and everything and make sure I get it straight. But I'm gonna go ahead and start on this popularresistance.org article that I came across. And like I said, like my live stream is just gonna be me chilling, honestly. Like, for y'all to get to know me better and see my personality more and shit like that, because I'm kind of a funny ass nigga. So we're gonna go ahead and get it rocking. So, how cutting down military spending could bring about peace. This is like how 1 + 1 = 2. You know, when you're spending less on military, you know, when you're not bombing the fuck out of people, you're not spending your money to bomb the fuck out of people, there is going to be like more peace. So I'm going to go ahead and read through this, John. So since the end of World War II, especially since the breakup of the Soviet Union, it appears as if U.S. political leaders feel they are trapped in a time warp and are unable to break free. They seem to believe that they must repeat the same disastrous foreign policy of regime change over and over. Since 9/11, the U.S. has attacked or supported attacks against Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, Syria, and Yemen. The attacks, especially horrendous U.S.-led war crime against Iraq, have destabilized and created havoc in the Middle East, devastated these nations, and caused death and appalling suffering for the people. So, a lot of these, I realize a lot of these journalists are very naive, or they're just fucking corrupt. But a lot of them are naive because it's the way they write the article. Like, oh, they seem to believe they must repeat the same disastrous foreign policy. It's not seem. Take that out. They believe that they must, because they're taking money, and then, you know, going with the rest about the foreign policy, because they get big money donations from the military industrial complex, which is why they're going to point the money cannon at them and everything. Like, literally, if you go to DC, like in the skyline of DC, like going towards Virginia and everything, towards Arlington, you can literally see the fucking the weapons manufacturer companies buildings and shit, like Raytheon and all that shit. You can see that in the skyline going towards Virginia. It's probably like 5 minutes from the fucking Pentagon. Like, you know, so it's corruption. That's why. Like, you should put that in this article, bro. In addition, the U.S. has troops in about 800 locations worldwide, further threatening international stability. In particular, U.S. forces surround much of Russia, China, and Iran. Dog, literally. Oh shit. I don't think. Hold on 1 second. See, man, I'm drooling. There we go. All right. We back. I got the article for y'all now. I'm tweaking. In addition, the U.S. has troops in about 800 locations worldwide, further threatening international stability. In particular, U.S. forces surround much of Russia, China, and Iran, needlessly heightening the risk of war. Like, and it's crazy when you see like the amount of bases they have around both, definitely Iran, but the pictures they have like of Russia and China and shit is fucking insane. And we sit here and pretend like they're a military, like we act towards China and Russia as if they have bases like in Mexico and shit like that, like, or Canada. Shit, bro, this shit is crazy, dog. Like, how the fuck do you like? How the fuck do you do that? You do that type of shit, and you try to pretend like these niggas not supposed to be mad about that shit. Like, moreover, illegal U.S. sanctions, an economic form of warfare, continue to cause immense suffering for, among others, the people of Venezuela, Syria, North Korea, Cuba, and Iran. Now, U.S. political leaders are greatly concerned about China challenging U.S. Primacy and hegemony in East Asia. Yeah, because, they're tired of being basically, America bitching them all the time, which they haven't been. China, dog, it's already predicted. China's about to surpass the America's economy. Like, that's just facts. Like, and it's like, America can't handle that. They can't seem to succumb to that. And in my opinion, if we make the radical changes that we need to change, that possibly, like, we can stave that off, in my opinion, from what I see. But that's not going to happen, so I don't think we're going to be staving this off. It's inevitable, especially because of the current route we're going. But it's like the United States can't handle another country, being an equal superpower or surpassing them. We saw this with the Cold War with Russia. Or with the USSR, but Russia, but the USSR, and we see it now with China, which is why they spread this bullshit propaganda about China and everything. So, wait a darn minute, why must the U.S. be the hegemonic power in East Asia or in Europe, Africa, or anywhere else? Yeah, like places the United States is not located. I don't get why we have to, but I do. American exceptionalism. Why isn't it sufficient for the U.S. to become a member in good standing in the community of nations instead of trying to control the world? U.S. leadership and its corporate media proclaim that the U.S. is the exceptional nation and that this exceptionalism conveys upon it a specialized responsibility to prevent chaos from happening. Talk about your chutzpah. I think that's how you say it, chutzpah. Are these leaders blind to the chaos the U.S. has already caused throughout the world? Hang on one second. Dog, DMX, bro. I know. I'm looking at the chat right now. I'm trying to... Actually, let me chill. Yeah, because when I'm reading the article, I'm off of the OBS page, so I can't really be seeing it. He said, all right, Bill. YouTube comes in. All right, bet. Wait, did he die? Did DMX die? Oh, nah, come on, bro. Stop it, man. Last time I checked, they said he was in critical condition. All right, he's from what I see, all the news right now on my phone. Hold on one second. He's in grave condition. That was like 54 minutes ago. He's not dead. He didn't pass away. Damn, oh my God, man. DMX, bro. DMX, man. Oh my God. But stay, don't do drugs, kids. Unless you know what you're doing. Unless you're Carl Hart. I honestly agree with Carl Hart when it comes to drug use. Like, for me personally, I wouldn't do harder, drugs and shit like that. That's just not my, that's not my thizzle. But I'm just like, you can't be telling people, my opinion, you can't be telling people how to live their lives and shit and tell them what to put in their fucking bodies and shit. Like, if I want to smoke a blunt, I should be able to smoke a blunt. If I want to do some heroin, I should be able to do some heroin. However, I was like watching his interview with like Kyle and shit like that, Kyle Kalinske and Crystal and shit. And it was like the way he was describing it. Now, I may be like describing it wrong. I'm just paraphrasing here, of course. But from what they were saying, it's like, well, what he was saying, like, basically they put all this bullshit in heroin, that makes it that he OD'd. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I fuck with see, bro. I fuck with edibles, but when I take edibles, them Johns, like I be going full Travis Scott. I be out like a light, yeah, like a light. Okay, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry, but yeah, edibles be having me knocked, bro. Like I can't do that shit. I like smoking regular natural weed if I do smoke. I drink here and there. That's really it. I don't really be doing no other drugs like that. Like I know, like a lot of my niggas be doing like my friends and shit. They be doing fucking like crazy like Zans and shit. Like I don't fucking like some of my friends. Like not well. I would say more acquaintances because none of my like friends really be doing like crazy drugs like that. They all just smoke weed for real. But I can't be fucking with that Zan shit. That Zan shit is fucking wild. Unless I'm like, cause I've done it before. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I've done it before, but I didn't like the way they made me feel. And honestly, like I just rather smoke weed. Like when I smoke weed, I'm chilling. Need to do X. Wait. Hamza Amir. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm trying to say it right. Hamza Amir. Did I say it right? Let me know if I said it right. Cause I'll put your comment in the fan comment video. Go check that joint out. But yeah, but like I can't be fucking with edibles like that, Mick Resistor. I don't know how you be doing them shits, bro. I know you be knocked the fuck out afterwards, cause I do. If you don't, and I'm a big ass nigga. If you're not knocked after doing that shit, bro, I don't know how you're not. But yeah, I just be smoking my weed, drinking my little drink every now and then. Like I haven't been smoking like that lately though. Especially now I've been job hunting, so I try not to smoke weed when I'm job hunting. I recently got fired from my job and everything for some bullshit reasons. Like when I was working there, dog, like that's like I've been at jobs where I was like, this job needs a union, but that job needs a fucking union, dog. They literally like would fuck you over. They got rid of most of the pickers at my job, so I worked at like a grocery store chain. I worked for Lidl, surprisingly. Okay. Oh, you okay? Big boys unite, boy. I hear you, big boys. Nah. But I worked for Lidl. I like, which I was surprised by because like they treat their fucking what is it? Yeah, they what is it? Dang, I keep jumping from thing to thing. I keep jumping from thing to thing. All job exactly, or they need to be fucking cooperatives, in my opinion. But I forgot what I was saying. Let me get back to the article, man. Let me get back to the article because I'm on here bullshitting. All right, there we go. Let me get back to this, John. I'm gonna read through this, John. I think we're almost done. Besides its two horrific original sins, the sin of genocide against the American Indians and the sin of slavery, I would agree that the U.S. is exceptional in at least two ways. The first is that it denies its residents many of the human rights spelled out in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, e.g., the right of health care that many other economically advanced nations provide. The U.S. is also exceptional that it has been at war throughout most of its existence. Shamefully, most often, these wars are these were wars of aggression, stealing the land and our resources of other people to benefit U.S. businesses. United States Marine Corps legend Major General Smedley Butler captured it very well when he wrote, "I spent 33 years and 4 months in active military service. During that period, I spent most of my time as a high class muscle man for big business, for Wall Street and the bankers. In short, I was a racketeer, a gangster for capitalism." That sounds like some shit fucking Cornel West would say. I'm a gangster for capitalism. Cornel West be coming off like, no pun intended, corny as shit sometimes when he be talking. But I like Bull. He be chilling. I still think he on that pussified wave sometimes. That whole like, I think he rides both waves. You feel me? When it comes to the Democratic Party, like he wants to be in or out, and it's like, nah, bro, you can't be like, we need a new party, bro. Or niggas just to run as independents. Like I would be down for just niggas running, progressives running as independents, leftist people like that and shit like that. Because I'm not really fucking with the party shit. There's always going to be some bullshit that happens with parties. Like get like a nice team around a candidate running for whatever, and let them go from there. Don't join no fucking party, man. Like it's a lot of bullshit. Especially we've been seeing what's going on with People's Party. So and you already know I was really rocking with them, but I'm chilling right now, waiting to see how that shit play out. Because these niggas like seem like they on some bullshit too. Nick Brown on some bullshit, but we'll see. Although President Biden has announced that the U.S. is back and ready to lead, does the world want a self-righteous U.S. to lead? Certainly, U.S. history, as well as its record of causing, not preventing chaos, undercut any idea of U.S. moral authority. Moreover, the numerous United States violations of international laws, its failure to ratify treaties that, among other things, ban landmines and cluster bombs, and safeguard the rights of women and of children, and its failure to join the International Criminal Court, hardly recommended for a position of leadership. Instead of attempting to lead, the U.S. should join with Russia, China, and other nations in working through the United Nations to bring about world peace and to lessen the impact of other global problems, such as the current pandemic, the threat of nuclear war, and climate chaos. Even President Eisenhower, hardly a peacenik, recommended as much when, among other things, he stated that no nation's security and well-being can be lastingly achieved in isolation, but only in effective cooperation with fellow nations. If the U.S. were to focus on cooperation instead of coercion, that is, focus on defense, United States weapons spending could be cut dramatically, yielding three key positive benefits. Firstly, this cut would allow more funding for domestic jobs, such as restoring the physical and social infrastructure and combating climate crisis, i.e. the Green New Deal. That's what he's pushing there. More constructive jobs would thus be gained than lost by cutting the spending on unnecessary weapons. Like when fucking Wolf Blitzer talks about, oh, what about the jobs? If we stop manufacturing weapons, the jobs. Yeah, that bullshit. Secondly, this new focus would allow the United States military, the world's largest user of fossil fuels, to reduce this. This huge reduction would be an important step in the campaign to ameliorate the impact of climate chaos. Thirdly, this cut in weapons funding would greatly reduce the threat of nuclear war. What are we waiting for? So yeah, I was really fucking with that article and everything, because it's like, you know, it's obvious, you feel me? Like, definitely obvious that that's something that we need to do. Facts, yeah. Movement for a People's Party is starting to look like a letdown. But but yeah. So just to close out on that article real quick. Um yeah, so I like, if y'all watching this show, you already know what it is. Like, we need, if you were literally, I think they said, if you were to cut like 25% of the military budget, or even 50, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we would still outspend the next 10 countries on military. Because I think Russia spends something like literally like almost like 60 billion, 60 to 100 billion on their military, and China spends like, I forgot what the figure was, the metric was for China, but they spend infinitely less than us. It's insane how much we spend on our military. It's ridiculous. And that's just the Nah, you good, bro. That's what it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be more chill. Like, I'm gonna be chilling on here, honestly, for real. Like, cause I be trying to, like, yo, when I first started the channel, I was doing the shit all proper, like writing scripts and talking in a nice little accent. I'm like, man, fuck this bullshit, bro. I want these niggas to see me for how I am. Y'all know I'm smart and shit like that. Y'all know I know how to articulate, but I like talking to y'all like y'all homies and shit, like y'all my peoples, cause that's what y'all are, in my opinion. So, that's why I talk the way I talk now. Let me know if I do get a little overboard with like the slang or cussing and shit like that, because I know a lot of people don't like cussing and everything. So, yes. Oh, good looks, Bill. Yeah, you already know what it is, bro. Bill already know what it is. But yeah, China 732. I think that's what you're saying. Yeah. But or wait. Oh, US 732. China spends 261 billion. I really don't believe that 732 with America, honestly. Like, people be talking about, oh, you can't trust China's numbers, this and that, blah blah blah. But y'all are literally trusting a report, and I want to cover this with the Max Blumenthal video. Y'all are literally trusting a report about Uyghur genocide. The Tupac, Biggie, Snoop. Yeah, I be fucking with that shit too, bro. I grew up listening to them too. I do like the newer shit though. I like the bullshit. You feel me? I like the dumbass shit sometimes, like, especially the melodic shit. A lot of the melodic shit I really fuck with. Yeah, I know. Yeah, USA is 732. China is 261. India spends more than fucking Russia. That's insane. It makes sense because Modi's in charge there. But oh, okay, bet. But yeah, what was I saying? China. Oh yeah, Adrian Zenz is literally pulling his numbers from Chinese documents, literally. So he's trusting China's metrics and everything. So like literally a lot of the critique you hear about China is, well, you really can't trust their numbers, blah blah blah. Like they lie. It's like, nigga, we lie. We've like literally the CIA got caught like lying to Congress, and then they spied on them when they got caught lying when it came to the drone programs and shit. And now Avril Haines, is running all of the intelligence communities, and she helped cover that up. So, but man, shit is some bullshit. But that's one of the things I do want to do eventually, though. Like I want to go to China like fairly soon. I want to go. I got to start saving up to do that shit, though. Like one of the things, like I mentioned it in the fan comment video, one of the things I want to start doing definitely is on the ground, like not necessarily reporting, but covering it. Like kind of like I'm gonna do like vlogs and shit like that, but kind of edit it so I can show my creative side. Because one of my other passions, I want to be a filmmaker as well. I want to be a director. I love film, man. Like if y'all fuck with movies too, go over to my film page where I talk movies over there. I talk movies and television a lot over there. Hold up, it's called the Filmatic. I'm about to drop it in the. Hold up, I'm about to drop it in the chat. Give me 1 second so I can get the link. Because that's one of my other passions. I love film, dog. That's why sometimes it's hard. It's hard for me to watch movies now. So, like, because you like being more, being aware and being awake to a lot of their bullshit and everything. Like, I tend to not like when I see some shit. Like right now, I've been watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, and it's like they got some mild fuckery in there. I really haven't seen anything blatant. Yeah, kind of like Status Quo. But more so like I want to make it like not, I guess trendy. That's the wrong word because I'm not trying to be like a trend, but I want to make it cool. You feel me? I want to make it like me, like just like you'll see when I do my first. Because I'm going to the Medicare for All March. I'm going to be there, so I'm going to start saving because I got to get a proper camera. Because right now I use my webcam. When I do photography, I use my homie's camera and shit. So I got to save and get me a camera and shit and everything. But yeah, so that's one of the things I'm saving up for now is to get a camera so I can actually go out and get a rig and mics and everything. Because I want to do interviews and everything. Kind of like what Crowder do. Because Crowder's a dick. He's a fucking, obviously, he's a grifter. He's a piece of shit. I like the styling of his videos. I like how he does his videos. I like because y'all know I watch everybody, though. I watch Shapiro. Dog, Candace Owens show is lit. Now, she's an idiot, but the fucking, the production quality of her show is lit. I was actually kind of surprised. I thought it was going to be her kind of like this, sitting in front of like a fucking camera. She's like, nah, like this nigga Ben Shapiro went all out on her. And that makes sense because he wants to, oh, this is the black girl who talks conservative shit. So, Squeaky Benjamin. That's what Kyle calls. I love that nickname, bro. Like literally, I'm about to start calling that nigga that shit. If I ever meet that nigga, I'm literally going to call him Squeaky Benjamin to his face. But you gotta do that. What's that? What's a dono? I'm sorry. I'm not. What's a dono? But yeah, if I ever meet Ben Shapiro, I'm gonna call him Squeaky Benjamin to his face. But what is the female version of Uncle Tom? Candace Owens. What what did Chappelle say about her? He said, I'm gonna kick Candace Owens right in her stank ass pussy. I love Chappelle. Bro, Chappelle's probably my favorite comedian. Oh, donation. How do you do that in Streamlabs? I literally don't know how to. I'm gonna figure that out later. That's for me to learn, not y'all. I'm sitting here asking y'all advice and shit. I'm the YouTuber. I'll learn myself. But yeah, bro. Yeah, I know. But yeah, so I'm definitely trying to get camera equipment, live equipment and everything, because my homie's willing to go out with me sometimes to film. So filming is not a problem. Getting somebody to film me and everything is not a problem. It's just actually getting the money together to buy the equipment. I do impressions a little bit too, bro. Like hold on, I'm about to do my Jay-Z impersonation. So I was chilling in the pool with B and everything, and I saw Blue. I said, "Go girl, go baby." That was probably bad. That was a bad Jay-Z impersonation. I haven't made a PayPal yet. Like I have my own personal PayPal, but I like to do everything separate because people on the internet. it's Wild West out there. I'm gonna make one for American Autopsy though. I just wanted to I wanted to start giving y'all like me first before I started like asking y'all for money and shit like that. You feel me? And honestly, I want that to be the last thing I have to do because I want y'all like I don't know. Am I like people been telling me I gotta let go of my pride and all that shit? Because like if y'all want to help me, let people help you and shit like that. I get it. That's more. I gotta get that rugged individualism bullshit out of my brain because that's how I was raised. Like my grandfather, raised me, and my dad as well. To like stand on your own 2 feet, da da da. But basically that rugged individualism bullshit. So I gotta get that out of my head. So definitely, man. A bunch of weird. I one of them weirdos, bro. I used to, we all done been that weirdo on the internet, dog. My homie, literally got Charlamagne the God to respond to him. Like he was like shitting on shit like that on IG, and he got Charlamagne the God to respond to him. But yeah, that's one of the things I want to do is on the street interviews. So I definitely want to do some shit in China when I go. Trying to get there. But dog, just speaking of China, dog, I think I said it already, but I am as long as you're not give me money! My name is Jake Huger! Give me money! Now! AOC, stop making me look dumb! And please, audience, give me money! That was my Jake Huger impersonation. Money, money, money! Give me money! Jimmy Dore's wrong. No, he's right. No, he's wrong. Give me money. Yeah, Sleepy Joe. Hey, look, man. Sleepy Joe knows it when he sees it, man. Hold on. I'm about to do my Chris Rock impersonation. You ready for this? Hold on. Don't make me laugh. And I got people telling me, I raise my kids, I take care of them. What you want, a cookie, motherfucker? That's what you're supposed to do. That was my Chris Rock impersonation. I was just trying to. I got to work on my impersonations. I haven't been doing them in a while. Fucking that bull Jimmy be having on the show, the Mike McCrae bull, he be getting me inspired. I'm like, I could do that shit. Then I try it. I'm like, yeah, nah, that nigga's kind of like lit when he does them impersonations. John, like that boy be having me like dying when he does the impersonations, dog. The fucking the Mitt Romney one is the funniest fucking one, bro. Because he be saying the literally he be saying the shit that you would want to hear Mitt Romney say, like some wild funny shit, dog. Like, like I just stuck an acorn up my ass. Dog. That's why I love Jimmy's show because I'm into comedy, so it's only right that I, get into politics through comedy, through Jimmy's show, dog. Jimmy is probably one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to the whole YouTube scene and everything. Inspiration wise, definitely Jimmy. I would definitely have to say that. Malcolm X, of course, Malcolm X. But even though I don't admire this person, so when I say this, don't take this as me admiring him. But I admire the attitude. Chris Christie. Oh, my name's Chris Christie. I can't do that. I'm bad. All right, I in my mind, I'm amazing at impersonations. But when people hear my impersonations, they say they're trash. So yeah, Jimmy's show is fucking amazing, dog. It's so hilarious, dog. And it's sometimes he's funny without even being funny. He'll just say some shit and that shit will have me weak. Yeah, Hillary supporter. Who does the voice? Does Mike McCrae? Because it sounds like Dylan Radigan sometimes doing the voice for the Hillary supporter. I can't tell if it's Mike McCrae or Dylan Radigan, or if it's Mike McCrae impersonating Dylan Radigan impersonating a Hillary supporter. It's like an inception of impersonations, man. It's an impersonation within impersonation. Wow, oh my god. But yeah, Jimmy would definitely be one of my inspirations when it comes to doing the YouTube shit. It does sound like Tony Soprano though. But but Jimmy, definitely look, Kyle Kalinske, I definitely fuck with his show heavy. He be on some bullshit now, from time, not even from time to time, often, but I still enjoy his show. I still watch it. Who else? Now, just from like I said, Malcolm X as well. Malcolm X, I used to get in trouble at school all the time for talking about Malcolm X and his teachings and shit like that. But Malcolm X definitely Um, Now when it comes to my personality side and shit like that, to being like an actual like person that talks, look, like I said, don't. I'm not saying I admire this person because I think he's a fucking shill and everything. Charlemagne, man, I grew up listening to Charlemagne, like Breakfast Club. I used to listen to him when he was in Philly and shit and everything. Like Charlemagne, bro. Like he's one of my radio inspirations. Kyle lost me when he seen cool as hell. How much of a fraud? Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Which is weird because he doesn't do interviews. You feel me? It's not like he it's not like he does interviews, you feel me, like of people. Well, now he does with the Crystal Kyle and Friends show and everything, but it's like, you do a show where you sit literally in your room and fucking just cover videos, kind of like what I do basically. So it's like, why do you give a fuck on if these people like fuck with you or not? And it's like, it's just weird, man. That's why it's like, I'm not building this channel to try and have fucking politicians and shit on here. I'm building this channel just to talk shit because I know that these fucking politicians be on some bullshit. But let me stop rambling. I wanted to talk about this. Oh yeah, this is. Oh, hold up. Gotta go to the articles, John. So this is my film page that I was talking about. Oh shit, I meant to hold up. I'm about to drop this, John. Hold up. So y'all can go check it out if you want to. That's my film channel. Hold up. Come back here. Boom. I'm gonna take it back there real quick. Give me 1 second. Bruh, Crystal, dog. I was watching this one video earlier. She was looking fine as hell, bro. Fine. But I'll be trying to. All right, y'all can let me know if this is weird or not. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Kyle and Kristen are too close to this. Exactly. That's where I'm at too, bro. That's where I'm at too. But I be trying to separate like attractiveness to women. So like for example, she's second in my. I don't know who that Ronnie. I'll have to check that out. I never heard of her before. But nah, bro. Like so. Like for example, like I was like, if Tulsi had stuck it through, I would have voted for her. I would have wrote her in and everything. But like, I find Tulsi Gabbard super attractive. So it was like, I'm like, but I don't want to like make it weird. You feel me? Because I don't want to come off like those dudes that only fuck with like a female, politician because they're hot and shit like that. Then you fall into the whole category where it's like, oh, well, you only like her because she agrees with your fucking racist politics and hot. Which I don't care what the fuck people say, but I just don't like objectifying people, women that I admire. You feel me? Yeah. All right. I'll check her out. Hold up. Let me go ahead. I'm about to go ahead and Google her. Hold up. I'm about to Google Shorty. Right. What she look like? Hold up. Hold up. All right. Yeah. She bad. She bad. That's not necessarily my type. Honestly, bro. And y'all know I be flaming the shit out of her. But since we on this topic, Ilhan Omar, bro. I find Ilhan Omar so attractive. I don't know why. Don't judge me. I wouldn't say Ilhan's my number one, but like, bruh, she could get it. Yeah, she's kind of hot. But but yeah, that was one of the things I was thinking of. Like I don't want to like, and here we are doing it. But yeah, it's like I don't want to be sitting here objectifying, like strong women I admire. I want their qualities that people see me talk about and reflect as I just like went down the whole rabbit hole of like talking about how hot progressive women are. But like I don't want to like get seen as going down this rabbit hole of just their looks like and everything. Like I like pushing, their policies, their like personality on the policies, like professionalism basically. That's one of the things. So I did this program and everything. They were teaching us professionalism. So, but that all went out the window when I started this show. So, but yeah, bro, yeah, that girl, I'd say, she, not really a big AOC. Like I don't know, and I love I love my Latina women, but I'm just not attracted to AOC like that. I don't find her. Mostly it's because once you start showing me your shitty ass attitude, you instantly become less attractive to me. Like I literally, in my opinion, it could be the baddest bitch in the world. I don't care, the baddest woman in the world. I'm sorry for my female viewers out there. You could be the baddest woman in the world, but it's like if you have a stank ass attitude, I can't fuck with it. I can't. That shit bugs me out, bro. But let's go ahead and get into this next John Doe I wanted to cover. Facts, exactly. That's what it be. That's what it be. That's what it be. He said Mario's here. Nah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. She ain't gonna get you no health care, bro. I can't rock. I can't rock with it. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this Capitol shit. So this literally happened like almost like a couple days after a couple days I was out in DC and everything. But so apparently the bull was like Nation of Islam or some shit like that, or he showed sympathies toward Nation of Islam, which I find weird because if you're black, you know, like a lot of niggas like fuck with Farrakhan. So like they literally say here in this media report that he was like, hold up, he was a follower of the Nation of Islam. But does that mean like he was like a member of the NOI or whatever? And it's like, you know, I find it kind of weird that they're making like, look, obviously a cop died there, somebody died. It's a horrible thing. This chair is uncomfortable. That's why you see me like moving around a lot. This is the longest I've probably sat in it. But, you know, the media, both left and right stream media, right and left media are pushing this out there, you know, about who to do this and everything. Oh, he's Nation of Islam. But it's like with the conservative side, it's like, bro, y'all niggas stormed the Capitol, bro. like thousands of niggas stormed the Capitol. This was one nigga that ran into the barricade and they shot this nigga dead. Like they only like, and somebody died at the Capitol storming too. But it's like, you know, don't sit here and pretend like, you know, this nigga, like y'all were on some bullshit too. Now, no, one of the things that struck my mind was how he said like the government, I believe he said the government was like one of the biggest like threats to black people or some shit like that. And he not wrong about that shit. He definitely not wrong about that shit. American history has proved that shit. So, I don't know. I just wanted to cover that real quick because I found that interesting. Like, you know, this shit obviously happened. The car slammed into the barricade and shit like that. But I was literally just out there. Like, me and my homie was taking pictures out here and shit a couple of days ago. I just found that crazy. Like, I'm glad I wasn't there when it happened. Especially with DC cops, you know, especially as soon as they hear it's a nigga, they're going to be coming, you know, yoking up any fucking nigga that's around. So I'm glad I wasn't there. So I want to actually do this. I want to do a reaction to this video, like a live reaction. Hold up, let me. I was working on some of my presets, yeah. Okay, so I already got help. You lucky bastard. You lucky bastard. You must be nice as fuck too, right? You a nice ass nigga. You are nice, bro. You my bro. You nice as shit. Yeah, that whole story was just giving conservatives an excuse to be raped. Yeah, they were even doing that shit with like the whole like the guy from Syria that shot up the place and shit like that. It's like, you know, maybe if we didn't like, you know, invade Syria, he wouldn't be here. He could be home, maybe. But let me go ahead. Boom, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. It's not the best. It's not sexy. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on my overlays some more, or whatever they're called. I forget what they're called. So I wanted to react to this video from The Hill, and this is with David Sirota, and they're talking about why is it always the corporatists who play hardball. Now I haven't watched this yet. This is a live reaction. This is something I'm going to be doing on here too. I'm going to be doing like a lot of what is it called? A lot of reactions and everything. So yeah, but let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and read into and watch this one.
Progressive Democrats have failed to get the minimum wage to $15 in the first Biden stimulus package. They're refusing to withhold their...
All right, I'm gonna come back to the group chat real quick. Can y'all hear that? And did you hear it? Let me know. Let me know. Hey, let's see, looks like a vampire. Bill right at her neck, bro. He right at her neck. Number one, I do not look like a vampire, okay? That's actually very sexist that you said that. Bill, you're such a fucking... She did a little one on her head. You're such a fucking sexist. But did y'all hear the video, though? Come on. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, all right, bet. All right, bet. I just want to make sure y'all can hear it and shit. All right, going back. Oh, shit. I got to go back to the overlay. To the Johnski. Here we are. Boom. We going. Going. Yeah, Crystal looking bad there.
votes in allowing this bill to pass as it was. Now, conservative Democrats seem to have learned from this mistake and are threatening to, quote, withhold their votes on must-pass infrastructure legislation until the bill includes large tax cuts for
the fact that the conservative even sees this, bro. Conservatives see this bullshit and recognize it because this is basic fucking politics, okay? Like, Joe Manchin did this shit. You know, Kirsten, I think she did it as well. You withhold your vote for legislation or on important votes like a speaker vote to get what the fuck you want. The fact that progressives don't want to do this is showing you who they are.
Rich.
Unbelievable. Editor-at-large of Jacobin, founder of the Daily Poster, and former senior advisor.
Now, look, I got my issues with Sirota. He was definitely one of the people that was kneecapping forced to vote, even though, like, he was one of those people like Cenk Uygur that kept saying, well, I agree with it, but this, and that. All right, nigga, then how about we do that too? You're saying that this is the right move. Do that shit too. Stop sitting here trying to shit on it and throw like a bad shade on it because you want to like give cover to these bitch-ass fucking Congress people who have no balls. Come on, dog. Like, come on, bro. That shit was making me mad. It was making me mad because I fuck with Sirota's work. Same thing with Ryan Grimm. Although, like, it's fuck Ryan Grimm all the way. Like, no holds barred. Fuck that fucking Friar, whatever nigga. That nigga look like the Friar from fucking Romeo and Juliet, bro. Put a fucking robe on that nigga, dog. That nigga is super whack. Put a cape on him, B. Like, yo, that was some bitch ass shit he was doing, bro. Like, and then he started lying on Breonna Joy Gray, saying she didn't contact like nursing people, shit like that. Like, dog, the Intercept is trash. That's why Glenn Greenwald left. But back to Sirota. Yeah, this nigga was making me mad because it's like I fuck with it. I still read his work. So it's like, why are you doing this? Like, and I think he falls on a naive spectrum. Like, and I know a lot of y'all don't fuck with Kyle, but I put Kyle there as well. I put them on a naive spectrum as well. And with Kyle, more so borderline cowardly though, because he doesn't want to buck at, you know, he doesn't want the backlash from the woke crowd. Although he talks about it like he want the smoke. He ain't like me because I'll take all that smoke. He don't want the smoke. He not ready for the smoke when it comes to that shit. So like I put him in that like naive kind of like just like a Venn diagram, you know, the circles and shit. I think that's what it's called, Venn diagram, where it's like in the middle. Like I would put Kyle like his circle like in the middle, like cowardly and naive. Well, I put David Sirota in that naive category. He's just fucking naive, dog. Now he's starting to call him out now. He's starting to realize it and shit like that. So, but let's go ahead and get into the video.
For the Bernie Sanders campaign, David Sirota joins us now to discuss. Great to see you, David.
Good to see you, David.
Yo, hold up. I'm about to flame the shit out of Sagar real quick. Sagar always got that I just fucked your girl face, bro. This nigga's Sagar, dog. That fucking smile, bro. That's look at that evil, devious smile, bro. I fuck with Sagar too. Sagar be saying some bullshit, but I fuck with Sagar, honestly. Like the fact that I feel like he's a conservative you can sit down and actually have a conversation with, and like, you know, they're not going to go into a full, like, you know, Trump rant, diatribe and shit like that, like policy wise. You know, he's not going to sit here and like go into the fucking, what is it called? The culture war bullshit. It's going to be a policy conversation. But fuck all that shit. This nigga always got that I just smashed your girl smile on his face, bro. That shit be having me weak as shit. He went on Andrew Schultz's show Flagrant 2, bro. I think Schultz said that shit too. He said, bro, you always got that I just smashed your girl face, bro. That nigga happy as shit for no reason, dog. Oh, bro, always. But let's go ahead and get into
this. So you're talking about the SALT cap,
right?
Okay, which overwhelmingly goes to their wealthy constituents. But it's not just that they were willing to go to the mat over. In the relief bill, they were willing to go to the mat over cutting back the number of people getting the $1,400 checks. At that point, they were pretending like they cared about the deficit. But when it comes to blowing up the deficit more on behalf of their wealthy constituents, then that's also like where they draw.
And that's another thing. Conservatives like doing that shit too. Like the fucking debt and deficit exploded under Reagan. It exploded under Bush. Like Bush started, I think it was like $2.5 trillion war to cover up for the fact that Dick Cheney was embezzling money to the his company, to Halliburton, his company he was working for. But started almost a $3 trillion war and cut taxes. Like that's. So it's like when conservatives talk about that shit, especially the politicians, they don't actually give a shit. Now, when you actually hear everyday people, because I've had conversations with people, you know, like the bar and shit like that buy into this bullshit. And it's kind of like, you know, some people will hear you out and listen to you and like, you know, research it on their own and shit. But there are some. I do feel there are some lost causes, though. Unfortunately, like I haven't met any yet, but I've definitely seen them online. But it's just crazy that it's crazy that like people don't see this shit. That like in one breath, Rand Paul will sit here and like bitch and moan about people getting much needed stimulus checks. But then he'll sit there and give Trump a whole fucking wet, sloppy blowjob about, ballooning the fucking military budget even more. Like Rand Paul's a fucking bullshitter too, man. You'll get a lot of like libertarian-esque people, conservatives and shit like that are good on things like what is it called, social issues and civil liberties and everything, but their economic principles is just fucking insane, man. And it's like I'm willing to hear them out. I'm going to talk to anybody about shit. But it's like they always bring up Rand Paul as like this like golden standard of libertarianism, where it's like, nigga, do you not see this nigga slobbing? He's a partisan hack on top of that. For a fucking independent, he's a partisan fucking hack. But it's like he gave Trump that like at the Republican convention and shit. Like was praising Trump for like increasing for when they used the code word building up our military. Like what the fuck does that mean? You mean ballooning the budget even more? Fuck out of here, dog. So that shit really got me. But let's go ahead and get back to the video. Actually, hold up first. Let me check the chat, see what y'all saying. Oh yeah, Hamza Amir. Yeah, she's hot. She's hot. Taylor's hot. I'd allow them both. Crystal Ball and her husband Jonathan helped the army bomb innocent Jordan people in 2009. I had to check that out. Read into that. Send me something about that, Hamza Amir. Send it to me on IG. How did they help the army? Providing them some type of software. Sagar is actually very smart. Yeah, I wish more conservatives were like Sagar. He's at least saying, except on marijuana there. He is a whole fucking narc on fucking marijuana. Like, fuck it. You tell him, nigga, go smoke some weed and shut the fuck up, bro. On elections, he sucks too. Yeah, Rand Paul's is actually really good on COVID-19. His father was actually really good. His father, Ron Paul, is more towards the left. Yeah, I've heard. He's Rand Paul's a bullshitter though. Honestly, I'm sorry. I still see him as a bullshitter. Like I know I did that video, a couple videos about him. A little snowflake bitch to him and Josh Hawley. Yo, little snowflake pussies, bro. They talk about fucking liberals. They're such bitches and pussies, and they try to play the masculinity card. As soon as niggas start protesting Josh Hawley, his bitch ass starts folding, bro. Like fuck out of here, nigga. Like all them niggas is clowns to me. They're just as pussy and bad as the fucking the Democratic people. But let's go ahead and finish this video because this Facts Blumenthal video is going to be a long one. So, damn, I said the stream was only going to be an hour. This job probably going to be like 2 hours. I'm probably going to skip the Twitter shit, honestly. For real. I'm going to do a Twitter scroll through next time. Because I got plans, man. I'm a busy man, you feel me? I gotta go meet my girlfriend. It's like, nah, I don't get no bitches, bro. But let's go ahead and get into this video, man.
Us about these dynamics.
Yeah, well, look, the right wing of the Democratic Party,
There's no right wing Democratic Party, and I just stopped it again. There's no right wing Democratic Party, David. It's only a right wing party, David. Get that shit through your head, David. I make you call him David by David. Hang on 1 second, guys. I may actually, because I just got a text, I may have to. So I'm gonna have to just do this video for today, guys, and then I'm gonna do the Max. I might just do a regular video on the Max Blumenthal joint because I just got a text from a person I'm meeting and they have to move it up. So I'm gonna finish this video. I'm gonna go through a couple more chats. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna hang out on here till probably about for another half hour or so. But let me go back to the video. But yeah, David, fucking, you're wrong. Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. 1 second. All right, let's finish this. David.
I disagree in a lot of ways with that
no
side of the
right-wing
party
Democratic Party.
ideologically,
Yeah, they're all
but they
right-wing.
play politics. They play hardball. And as you allude to, on the American Rescue Plan, they played hardball to try to limit the number of people who would receive direct aid during the pandemic.
Because they're
Interestingly
fucking
enough, they
Republicans.
were kind of portraying people
And
who
the
made
progressives let them
somewhere
do it.
above $50,000 or $60,000 as so rich that they apparently didn't need help. That was kind of the line that came out of that wing of the party when they were pushing to reduce the eligibility. Now we're talking about the Biden infrastructure plan and tax plan, and you have the same wing of the party, a trio of House members in a narrowly divided House, conservative Democratic House members, saying that they will withhold
This is why you don't fucking vote blue. This is why you don't vote blue.
their votes, which will be very needed to pass the bill. They'll withhold their votes unless the bill includes new tax breaks, essentially new tax deductions for state and local taxes to essentially remove the cap on $10,000 of such deductions that were passed under Donald Trump in his tax bill. And as you allude to, that is a tax break mostly for very rich people. More than half of the benefits of lifting the cap would go to people making more than $1 million. More than 95% of the benefits would go to the top fifth of the income ladder. So those are tax breaks for the very wealthy. And again, this is a wing of the party that is willing to play hardball for those priorities. And it's a lesson to progressive Democrats that the only way to really get to the negotiating table, to really have your demands taken seriously on something like the minimum wage, is to use the power that you actually have.
So he's saying in order for you to get shit done, you have to use the power. You have to basically use the strategy of force to vote. You know, the strategy they kept calling Jimmy Dore a fucking grifter for, a fucking bad faith actor, all that shit. That's what David's saying right now. The idea David was throwing shade at and in a bitch ass way too on top of that. That's what David's saying right now.
These conservative Democrats understand that the power that they have is in their votes.
So this is where I'm so fascinated because they're so brazen about it, David, in terms of just coming out and be like, no salt, no dice. I mean, they're literally just willing to come out and say it. And I kind of believe them whenever they say these things. You can see also in the way that things were shaping up with the infrastructure bill, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer making sure he's like, we're not touching capital gains. We're not even touching anything whenever it comes to the financial taxes. Just like you said, in terms of lessons of political power, what does this teach us about how to use it?
It teaches us that
Fuck them. That's what it teaches you. And use that power. Fuck them. Use the power.
your demands in Congress will only really be taken seriously if you are willing to use the actual power you have. You know, I think a lot of people on the outside.
I think verse from Jacobin too, dog. Jacobin is more missed than hit for me. And it's like that's why. He has that DSA mentality, man. Honestly. That's what it is. I'm about to come back to the chat right now and check it out, guys. Let me see. Oh, let me refresh it. All right. Go ahead and finish this, John. Let's close it out.
Outside of Congress think that a rank and file member of Congress is super powerful just by virtue of them having the title, seeing press releases, being on cable TV, but the actual power of a rank and file lawmaker in a narrowly divided House and a narrowly divided Senate is how they wield their vote on must-pass legislation, especially on must-pass legislation that the White House and the president want. The infrastructure bill and, of course, the American Rescue Plan were two pieces of legislation that are considered, rightfully so, must pass. If you want a demand in the bill, you're going to have to say that your vote is contingent on that demand being put into the bill.
They're never going to do that without pressure, David.
Best way, the guaranteed way to at least get the White House and the executive branch to take your demands seriously. That is the way to be at the negotiating table rather than have your agenda on the menu.
Well, and there's such an assumption within Democratic Party circles that the right wing of the party is going to go hard and that they're going to have to bend to their will, that oftentimes they bend to their will before the demand's even been made. I mean, they come out of the starting gates with something that they've, in their mind, tried to imagine what is going to appease these members of the party. That's how powerful they ultimately are. Why is it that they're so willing to go hard when progressives, they'll send a letter of asking for some priority and then they immediately get
corruption? They take money. As y'all know, I always say on this channel, if you're good at something, never do it for free. Joe Manchin, Kirsten Sinema, and the other corporate Democrats don't do their corruption for free. Unlike AOC and the rest of the squad, which y'all know I actually pointed out was complete bullshit because they take money. They take money too. So, and they're going to serve the interest of those corporate donors. That's just what it is. That's what it's going to be, no matter what, because they're the ones that put them in office and they're the one that can take them out. It's kind of like, when you do something fucked up and your parents say, I brought you into this world, I could take you out. That's literally what it is. So.
get asked, well, are you going to withhold your vote?
David
No, I'll still vote for it. And of course, no one listens to him.
Well, look, let's be honest. There's an asymmetry in the morality of some of this. The asymmetry being that the right wing of the party, I do think, is willing to harm millions of people, to deny them benefits, or willing to take down an infrastructure bill if they don't get their demands for things, in my view, that are bad. So
from lack of healthcare, all that because they're unwilling to fight. They're doing it for free.
Progressive wing of the party, I think part of the thinking is we don't want to take down a bill that has lots of good things in it in order to get our other set of demands in this bill. And again, there's a morality to that. There's a more of a regard for harming an entire package of good things, whereas the right wing of the party, in a lot of ways, just doesn't care. So there's a problem there. But ultimately, that doesn't get around the game theory of how politics in a legislature actually works, right? I mean, this is not rocket science. Your demands will only be taken as seriously as people perceive that you're willing to follow through on your demands, as much as people are willing to perceive that you're willing to carry out a threat of withholding your vote until you get what you want. Now, I don't think the progressive side of the Democratic Party needs to be reckless about this. But as an example,
they need to go balls to the wall. They need to go full Tea Party, bro. That was the whole point of the Justice Democrats. It was supposed to be a hostile takeover, as Kyle Kulinski says. Supposed to be a hostile takeover, and they were supposed to be basically the progressive version of the Tea Party within the Republican Party. So yes, they have to go balls to the wall, and people are going to love them for. Imagine them giving the same energy the Tea Party gave. And they end up getting Medicare for all. They literally will erect statues for those motherfuckers, man. They don't want to do that because they're scared of the backlash that's going to come from it. They're scared of how the establishment is going to be up their ass when they do that shit.
$15 minimum wage. That's hardly some radical idea. It would hardly be reckless for that block of votes in the House to have said, or to say, by the way, in the future on the reconciliation package with the infrastructure bill, to simply say, we are not going to support this bill unless it has a $15 minimum wage. You got a crew of conservative Democrats who say they won't vote for the bill unless there's tax cuts for the wealthy. Well, we're going to behave in the same exact way.
Mm-hmm. Really interesting point.
Especially when you have a popular issue like that. Take your case to the people. You're going to win on that every time. David, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
They don't have the balls to do that. So, David Sirota, he had excellent commentary there. However, the fact is that they're not going to do it. And that's just what it is, man. So, people like David Sirota being... Exactly. People like David Sirota being his advisors are why Bernie lost. Exactly, man. Exactly. So, guys, I'm so sorry. That too, Bill. That too. $75K per speech. Hell fucking yeah. Sorry, guys. I do have to cut it here because I have some things to tend to. I really wanted to get to that fucking Max Blumenthal video. Fax Blumenthal, because he was. Bro. I love Max Blumenthal's work, man. I love the Gray Zone's work. Like, really. So much. So, but I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all the love y'all show me. And I'm going to make little tweaks to this and everything. I'm going to sit down more with it. So that it's ready for next Saturday. And once I get into a groove on Saturdays, I'm going to try and like stream more, like twice a week, or maybe more. I don't know. Bernie was the loser from the start. Biden is my friend. Yo, who are you, dog? The Weekend Murders? Biden's your friend? Okay. Does he remember that you're his friend? That would be an excellent question. But yeah, so I'm going to have to end it here, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the first live stream. Thanks for tuning in. I want to shout out, Mick Resistor, shout out to you, bro. Fucking Hamza Amir, shout out to you. Bill Nichols, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate all the love y'all showed me, bro. I really, thank you, bro.